we are back. We are back to play league races, and the first race of the year that I participated is the round number 13 of Titanium Red in Belgium, which is the race that I am showcasing right now. And yeah, I thought that my first race of 2024 is going to be the season finale of Formula eSports League, which was in Singapore, but unfortunately I couldn't race because on that league I'm a reserve driver and I did not need to replace anybody. So yeah, I was out of the race, and yeah, season's over for Formula eSports League. Doesn't that won the championship, as well as Alfa Romeo's constructors in the previous race of Singapore, which is Canada, in January 3rd, but I was outside of the city, so I did not have enough chance to participate in the race. But we are back for Titanium Red, the league race where you're not allowed to use any single assist. So we are leaving the garage, and yeah, I hope we can get a podium, an easy podium, because of course us THR are the fastest in this grid. The race was on Thursday, and the last time I ran in this circuit was on Monday, so 143. It was because I was a bit rusty in the circuit. Yeah, I decided to practice on Singapore instead of Belgium because, yeah, priorities, and it was not a good time, but hope we can improve in the next few laps. Also, I forgot to mention at the beginning of this video that sprint is going to be added for this race. So yeah, at the end of qualifying, the sprint race begins and it ends, and then it is going to be the main race. So yeah, the tire location will be a bit different, and I think I chosen the balanced set of tire location, but it's way different than on the normal weekends. On normal weekends you get 2 mediums and 3 sets of soft tires if you set a balanced set of tire location, but unfortunately I don't remember much the balanced set of tire location for the sprint weekend, but I think it is the same, like 2 sets of medium tires, but I don't know if the sets of soft tires are the same. We're going to find out later on. And oh, I crashed into the wall heading into the pit lane, but that doesn't matter much because I'm getting into the pit lane and they're repairing my front wing, well, later, but yeah, I know that I'll get repaired my front wing. And wow, I am seeing that someone that isn't my teammate is sharing my garage, and looks like it is the number 75. I don't know who runs as the 75th number, but we'll find out later on. Maybe it'll take all the way up into the race or in the sprint, maybe at the end of this session, to find out who wears the 75th number. But for now we are entering the garage, and we are about to tell you the sets of tires that we have for the balanced set of tire location in the sprint weekend. Let's now find out, and here it is. 5 sets of soft tires, I think so, or maybe only 4 available, and 2 sets of mediums and 1 for hards. So yeah, the only difference is the sets of soft tires, and that means that I have 4 instead of 3, and yeah, that is it. The only difference was that. Yeah, let's once again leave the garage, but it'll be in a few seconds, and well, hope we get a way better lap time than the first one. It was a bit better on the second flying lap until a comb, and unfortunately I ran wide and invalidated my lap time, and that meant that it got really ruined. Yeah, I think that rust was going to be pretty hard to clean off, but we are cleaning it right now, but it's going to be a tough way to clean that rust. But yeah, to make things worse, my lap time got ruined and got invalidated, and I have one more chance to set a lap time and hope I don't ruin it or mess it up. Although these two words are kinda the same, but yeah, hope none of these things happen.
And there are 2 minutes remaining.
So as you heard the engineer, there were 2 minutes remaining, and man, I was a bit distracted with the general stream from the race, and man, it is too late. It is too late, and I did not have time to set another lap time anymore, because doing a lap time, it takes you like 1 minute and 45 seconds the out lap, plus like 10, 15, maybe 20 seconds of leaving the garage. Yeah, that adds up to like 2 minutes, 5 seconds. So yeah, I did not have time to set a lap time. So yeah, that is a bit unfortunate, and because of it I decided to retire from the session, and man, that is a bit rough for me, but hope I don't drop many places. But let's see at the end of the qualifying. After qualifying ended, Minjake got pole position, and Alex got second place, and Andres got third. So yeah, it was a 1, 2, 3, 4 THR, and I am the one who ruined that perfect qualifying for our team. If I qualified in top 4, it could have been a 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 THR, at least in qualifying. But Newton finished 4th, followed by Salcedo. Borja Alonso finished 6th in qualifying, or qualified 6th. Carlo qualified 7th. BMR Alex qualified 8th. Noxy 9th. Myself in 10th. Insua in 11th. Rafita in 12th. Sirviti in 13th, and Spectre is the final driver to qualify in the top 14. Ismael, Galan, and Campanilla are the 3 drivers who got into the bottom 3. I was going to say top 14, but no, outside of top 14, and yeah, they are on the shame of being outside of that table of qualifying that I'm showing, but at least I have mentioned, at least because I decided to remember these drivers. But now let's get into the sprint race. The sprint strategy is just simple. Stay out until the end of the race, and I lowered the fuel down to like, I don't know how, but ooh, I just thought that the pit window is on the lap 4,294,967,295, and yeah, that'll take us thousands of years, but now we exit the last walls cleanly, and now we are about to overtake Inswap to get up into P10, well, back into P10, and we get into Aarhus and Radion with Will, and oh, we make contact, and oh my goodness, I just spawned a block 4 damages! No, you cannot do this to me. I got suspension damage, and with that we are out of the race. The sprint race. Do not forget that this is the sprint race. And at least it was that. And to be honest, I wasn't really mad of being out of the sprint, because of course it is the sprint and there is a race to go today, and yeah, if it was on the actual race, the official one, I think I could have been actually mad, angry, but well, at least it was on sprint. But the downside is that we are going to start last, so yeah, not a great start of league racing in this year, but well, hope we can come back in the race. I got a bit ashamed because yeah, it's THR that I am, and the 3 drivers that are in my team THR are in the top 3, and there is a safety car, but let's skip the whole sprint because I'm out of it, and yeah, let's get into the sprint results. And here we see the sprint results, which are a bit interesting. Only 4 finishers, because it got a bug where I don't know why, but the sprint race got away with the official race rules. And what I mean is that on the official race you need to make at least 1 stop, and during the sprint the rules are that there is no stop mandatory, and you can go like a 0 stop strategy or 1 stop strategy, but you can do any strategy. But in the race rules it is also the same, but it is illegal to make no stops unless there is rain, and yeah, that was the reason why there are only 4 finishers. A lot of them got disqualified because they didn't make a pit stop. They went to the final lap of the race and they got black flagged because they did not make a pit stop, but it should not have happened. And I think the race commentarist said that the sprint won't count, they won't give any points, but still it'll go ahead to the race. So yeah, in reality the sprint was just, I don't know, maybe an add-on. But well, let's see the results. Serviti won the sprint, Milton finished 2nd, Alex finished 3rd, BMR won, and the THR one finished 4th. And yeah, these are the 4 finishers. The others, or they didn't finish or they got disqualified. Well, at least I'm going to start in 9th position, and well, hope we can make a comeback, but at least they made that work to get into the top positions way easier. Before we get into the actual race, we get into the strategy for the race, and it is going to be a medium soft. I started to swap the tires that I'm going to use from the default one, because the default was a soft medium strategy, but I decided to change it. And meanwhile, in the fuel load, we lowered the fuel down to 49 kilograms, but not in the under fuel zone, because I was a bit afraid that there was not going to be any safety car, and I wasn't that confident that I would manage the fuel pretty decent, although I don't know what's going to happen. In reality, I don't remember how much fuel would I need if there's no safety car for the race, but I wanted to go full on throttle. I did not want to conserve anything of fuel, so I decided to not unfuel the car. And now let's get into the actual race and hope it doesn't happen any bug that ruins the race. And now, here we are, about to begin the race. The 5 red lights have turned on, and we are on the way for the first race that I'm participating of the year 2024, and somebody has got stuck into the grid slot, and I think he got a terrible start. I think it got stalled his car, but not actually stalled because anti-stall exists. But there is a safety car now, although previously it was a virtual safety car, but now it got converted into full safety car, and we see that Minjake is down to P8 with the 5-second time penalty, so not a good start of the race for him. Although I wouldn't say down to P8 because I think he has started in like P10, P11, I don't know, but yeah, it is not a good race start for him. And now the safety car is on, but I decided to stay out, of course, and yeah. Let's do the things we do normally in the safety car, which is get into the safety car, then make a field that will get punched up, heat up our tires, and wait until the safety car ends. So let's do that thing. And wait for the safety car to end. Ended at the end of lap 3, and so on lap 4 we're beginning racing once again, and we're still in P9, and we see that our tires are not in the optimal temperature. That is not that good, and hope we heat up our tires quickly and get into the optimal temperature. Ooh, Salcedo is trying to overtake me down the inside into Las Walls. Minjake has gone wide, and we are wheel to wheel, Salcedo and myself, and we are defending well my position, and we see that Galan is having a bit of trouble of overtaking Minjake, and Minjake is back to P7, but remember that he has a 5-second time penalty, so that means that I'm in P7 actually because of the penalties of Galan and Minjake. And I tried to overtake Galan, and oh my goodness me, he pushed me wide and he pushed me into the wall, damaging my front wing. That is not good. That's unfortunate, and hope there is another safety car because we're down to P11 and we have front wing damage. I decided to stay out until the safety car gets deployed, or at least a virtual safety car. And yeah, that is going to be a tough way. Hope there is a safety car soon, and yeah, hope that thing happens. And if it doesn't happen, well, our race is ruined. The good thing is that the engineer didn't tell me to box on this lap, or at least made a recommendation to box. So that means that our front wing hasn't damaged too much, that still we can stay out without being too slow to box to return. To repair our front wing. And we see that Insua and Pukaru are fighting for P9, and yeah, our race is a bit ruined. Hope there is a safety car in this lap. And exiting the Camel Straight and heading into form, we are Alexis out of the race, and the safety car got deployed, and Insua spun right after the safety car got deployed. I think he got scared about it and lost control of the car. That's good news for us because we are up into P9 now, and yeah, we are taking advantage of it, and we are boxing for hearts, and also let's replace our front wing because yeah, we have our front wing damage as you can see in the MFD. So yeah, let's do that thing, or else we might miss the window. And yeah, I think I don't have to explain why we should box to replace our front wing. We need to get the optimal performance in order to fight for the best positions as much as possible. So let's box for hearts and hope it goes well. And we are heading into the pit lane, and we see that Pocarlo is going pretty slow at entering the pit lane, and we are seeing that a lot of people are boxing, and we are seeing that Pocarlo is the one who is sharing our garage, and that make us lose like, I don't know, 4 seconds, maybe 5 seconds. That's not good. And yeah, the driver who wore the 75th number is Pocarlo, and we have found out the one who shared our garage. Now we are exiting the pit lane, and we are down to 12th position, but the good thing is that the field is getting bunched up, so let's not worry much about it, and let's get into that bunched up field, and let's heat up our tires of course, and let's wait until the safety car ends. Lap 7, and we see that the safety car is ending, and we are heating up our tires up to the optimal temperature. So hope we can do this very quickly, but I'm not doing that much about it. Hope we can keep up this thing on the first place, and we are beginning lap 8, and racing is once again. We head into La Source, and I'm deploying a bit of my ERS, and into La Source we are seeing some bit of carnage, and I'm trying to overtake Rafita and Silviti into the inside. Oh my goodness me, I got floor damage! That is not good, and that means that our performance is going to be pretty affected by that damage. That is not good, and possibly that might cost us a few places in the end of the race because of it. That is not good at all, and despite being in P8, because Campania has a 5-second time penalty, I think so, and oh, Rafita is out of the race, and hope there's no safety car, and good thing is that the safety car didn't get deployed, not even the virtual safety car. That is good, but yeah, Campania has penalty, and I am right behind him. Oh, he's got a bit glitched, and well, we are up into P8 physically, and that means that we are in P8 physically, well, officially. Yeah, getting places might be really tough because of that floor damage. Man, that is not good, and hope that doesn't ruin entirely our race. Well, let's go fast, and well, let's go fast of course, but hope that floor damage doesn't drag us to the back of the field. Lap 9, and Minjake is out of the session, well, at least has left the session. He's out of the race, but he's left the session, he's left the race, so that means that his AI is driving his car, and that means that he's going pretty slow. And the reason why I am mentioning him, it's because he's my teammate, and that means that it'll cost us a lot of points for our team. And yeah, we are now on lap 10, and we are getting up to P5, but because my teammate has left the race and the AI is controlling him, and that means that he's running way slower, and yeah, that is not great for our team, but hope I can do lots of great job. And yeah, I was a bit afraid that it was collidable, the AI and myself, so I decided to not go like if he didn't exist. So yeah, just to take cautions about it. And we see that Andres is up to 3rd position, my other teammate, and Pocarlo is in 4th place, so that means that my prediction of getting an easy podium was pretty wrong for me. Instead, if I want to get that podium, I'll do a pretty hard job, and it is to decrease that gap, at least 4-second gap with Pokalo and myself, which I don't think it is going to be possible because it has been increasing, and also I have floor damages, so I don't think it's going to be possible. That is unfortunate, but it is just halfway through the race, so anything can happen. So let's maintain our pace and let's wait what happens in the few laps. And Andres is out of the podium and Pocarlo is up into third place. They're wheel to wheel, and yeah, for us, meanwhile, hope we can get another safety car so the field gets punched up and I can get chances to get podium. 5 laps later, the good thing is that it got deployed, the safety car, and that's the thing we wanted to get in those laps. And yeah, pretty good because it's 6 laps to go and we are boxing for soft tires. And yeah, I think everyone is going to box for soft tires. It's the smart choice, and yeah, hope we can get up a few places after the safety car because the field will get punched up. But the reason why it got deployed, the safety car, it's because my teammate Alex retired from the race. I don't know what happened to him. I think he crashed because he retired from the race. The safety car got deployed, and you do not get a guaranteed safety car when someone retires from it. So yeah, I think he crashed and the safety car got deployed because of it. That is unfortunate for our team because Andres and myself are the only ones who have the chances to get the podium, and Minjake and Alex are out of it. And so that means that we cannot get lots of points, but I don't know, I don't think we should panic because we are dominating the standings from this league. So yeah, although this race might be bad for these fallen teammates, I don't think it isn't pretty bad, but still hope we can maximize the points in the next race. But we are in the present, and the thing we have to do on this race is to get the double podium. What I mean is that Andres and myself get into the podium. Even better if one of us wins the race. It might be myself or maybe Andres. So I think the probable chance will be that Andres might win the race, but he is on medium tires and he has a 3-second time penalty, so that means that I have better chances to win the race. But I also do have some downsides, and the downside is that I have floor damage and also that I'm not really fast. But yeah, we are on the bunched up field. Let's wait until the safety car ends, but we need to heat up our tires. It is like 76 degrees Celsius, so let's heat up that thing, or else we might not get the performance we wanted because of these cold tires. So let's heat up. The safety car ended on the very next lap, and that means that on lap 19 racing will be once again. And I think that, I don't know, but the good chances is that I'll only get third place. I have floor damages, and despite being in fourth place and being slower than Andres in terms of pace and also having floor damages, Andres has a 3-second time penalty and he's on medium tires, so he won't be that fast and he won't get that far away from me. And I don't think he'll be more than 3 seconds ahead of me at the end of the race, but still we need to maintain that gap with him in order to get the podium. But I don't know, that's going to be a tough thing. Not a great scenario for our team because we want to get A1 too, but unfortunately we cannot get that thing. Maybe it is impossible unless Pucarlo and the driver who is leading the race, that I don't know who is, gets into a disaster, or they bottle it, or Pucarlo gets pretty close with the leader and fights for the race lead, and they lose so much time that we join the fight and make it a four-way fight, or maybe they fight and they're only fighting these two and they crash. But well, let's calm down and maintain the 3-second gap with Andres. While we got closer to the end of the race, Pucarlo got the 3-second time penalty heading into lap 21, and I got some hope that I would get second place, but unfortunately that got faded away because now the gap between Pucarlo and myself is 3.5 seconds, and yeah, I think he'll get further, but well, at least we're going to get third place. And meanwhile Andres is getting so close with me. Well, I'm getting close with him instead. Oh, we see that Andres has run out of ERS. That's not good for him, but I think he's known that he won't get the podium. One, because he has 3-second time penalty, and secondly because I'm on soft tires, and thirdly he's run out of ERS, and that's why he decided to let me pass him. And now oh my goodness me, we are on third place physically, and I almost bottled it. I almost spun, but the good thing is that I saved it, and Muton is the one who is leading the race, and he also has a 3-second time penalty, but unfortunately Pucarlo and Milton both are more than 3 seconds ahead of me, so that doesn't mean anything unless the gap between these two gets decreased all the way down to less than 3 seconds. But I don't know, everything can happen, so let's hope for that miracle. And on the final lap of the race, that miracle is happening because the gap is decreasing down to 4 seconds, now to 3 seconds, and now it is almost less than 3 seconds. Pucarlo is down to third place because of his penalty. Now the gap is less than 3 seconds also for Muton. I'm leading the race, so that means that I have chances to win the race. That is pretty good for myself and also for the team, because that will be the first race of 2024, first league race that I participate of the year, and that means that if these things happen, I might get the first podium of the year and also the first win of the year. That might be a great first race of the year. Oh man, unfortunately that won't happen because the gap between Pucarlo and myself has gotten up to more than 3 seconds. But at least can we get second place? At least maybe. I think it is going to happen because Mutun is on medium tires, but man, I am thinking right now, and it is that if I hadn't had the floor damage, I might have won the race, but unfortunately I got floor damage and I was way slower, and that means that I could not get much chances to win the race. And we are heading into the oh my goodness me, Milton is out of the race. Oh my goodness me, I don't know what happened to him, but we are up into second place, and that's the place that we're going to finish. We have done it, guys. First podium of the year in the first race, league race that we participate in this year 2024. And oh, Intro got a 20-second time penalty, but heading back to our POV, well, to our, I don't know what to say, but let's move on. Yeah, that is a great result. Finally, a podium, and yeah, that's the first time I get the podium since like November, so yeah, that's a lot of time. And yeah, that is for the first time since like also November that I started the race in a certain position and finished the race in a position higher than when I started. We finished second, starting from P9, so we got up 7 places. The other races, either I didn't gain any positions or I got down. But now, finally, that streak of bad luck has been over. And here we are on the podium ceremony. Yeah, might be the only Mexican on the podium. Wait, yeah, I'm the only Mexican on the podium. I was thinking that about Andres, but Andres is Colombian, I think so, and yeah, yeah. So these are the race results. Pacarlo won the race from 11th position, so he made a greater comeback than myself. I finished 2nd place, of course. Then Andres finished 3rd place, my teammate. Then Insma finished 4th. Then Noxy in 5th. Sirviti, who started on pole position, dropped down to 6th position. Salcedo finished 7th place. Campanilla finished 8th. Galan in 9th, and Ismail finished 10th, got lapped, and then Muton got the DNF, and meanwhile Minjake left the race halfway through the race, and the AI drove his car all the way to the end of it, and finished 12th position, although that doesn't matter but that much because he finished up pointless. Alex, my other teammate, well, retired from it, and as well as the other drivers down the places. So yeah, I think there were 10 finishers, 11 if we include Minjake, and that is it, guys. The first race of 2024 that I participate, which are the league ones, and yeah. Hope you have enjoyed this video, and see you guys in the next episode. Hope this year is better than last year. Well, we have to earn that thing. Goodbye, people.